Hello to everyone.
Does this fight week feel different for you?
Yes, for sure. Since my first time that I signed the UFC poster, I was imagining my face there. And yesterday I signed with my face. And since the first day at the camp, I was okay. The time is now. You're doing the main event, so let's go.
Does the feeling add a little bit of pressure, or is it almost less pressure because you kind of feel like I'm here, I'm the main event, I'm someone. So maybe there's a little less pressure with that.
Yes, for sure. Because I put so much pressure on me on the training. So in the fight week, for me is, whew, we are here. All the job are done. So now you need to enjoy and focus what you trained for.
Was your fight camp all that different than what you've been preparing for in every other fight? I know that you're potentially fighting 5 rounds, but how much did your training camp differ from some of your others?
All camp is different because it's different fighters and it is a different Amanda Ribas too. So all camp is different because of that. And in this is special because it is a main event. So I trained more to be prepared to do a 5 rounds of war if needed.
Do you anticipate it going 5 rounds with Rose, or do you feel like this is going to be kind of a quick one for you guys?
I'm prepared for all to do or 5 rounds or to the end in the beginning. I hope I'm trained for to do a really war and a fight, really good fight to fans enjoy and say, okay, this deserves to be a main event.
What sort of fight are you expecting from her?
I always put on my mind that I will face off the best of Rose Namajunas ever because I'm training for the best of her. If comes something not like this, I'm prepared.
Is there a little bit of excitement with it being her that you're standing across the octagon from, former champion and icon of the sport? When you got the name, what sort of feelings did you first feel?
I was like, oh my goodness, look against who I will fight. And then I put in my mind, at the moment that I signed the contract, that feeling stopped it. And that's what I did. My dad said to me one time, if you want to be a legend, you need to beat off one. And now it's my time.
What about the build up to this fight? Have the two of you interacted at all on social media, or have you seen each other, at the hotel or anything like that?
No, you believe that? I never saw her in the hotel this time, and we didn't interact.
Do you anticipate there being any kind of animosity between the two of you, or do you feel like it's going to be a respectful face-off?
I think we'll be respectful, but you guys know, fighter is a little crazy. All fighters it is. So maybe, I don't know if happens something, but I think will be a good one.
And I know you don't want to look past Rose, but what are the goals that you have set for yourself for 2024?
I really enjoyed my last year that I did 3 fights. So this year's I hope I can do 3 fights too. I like to be active inside the octagon, and I hope if I win, if God bless me with that, I can do top 5 and maybe go to the belt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Amanda. After your last win, you said strawweight division, I'm back. Well, you're back in the flyweight division. What happened? Was it just like too good of an opportunity to pass up?
Yes, I said that. And I'm ranking in both divisions. I'm number 7 strawweight and 8 in flyweight. So for me, what huge opportunity was this to fight against Rose, and I accepted. At the moment the UFC said, I accepted, and we will still fight in both divisions, but strawweight, I'm back.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's had a lot of experience in big fights with, main events and 5 rounds. This is going to be, I believe, your first headline event, especially at least for the UFC. Mm-hmm. Are you confident that you won't have the nerves that going in there, that fight night when it comes time, that you're going to be ready to go? Or do you think there's a possibility that there might be some nerves?
I already did 5 rounds, but not in the UFC. I train so hard. I truly train a lot. So for me here is like the peace, you know. I like to this vibe. I like to vibe inside the octagon. So when I'm here, I'm relaxedful, and even when I feel a little nervous, I will try to change my mindset. My therapist, she is really good. She adapted me to do that, and I hope I can do it.
Does she give you a sort of mantra or thing that you say to yourself before you go out into the fight, or is it just an overall mindset that you carry?
I always do a homework with her, and to try when the bad feelings, bad thinkings comes, you need to change. And this change, I always working on that to be peaceful, to be calm, because I am type of person. There is a lot of energy. If I push more energy for myself is not be good, so I always try to relax and enjoy.
And it would seem that a victory over Rose would probably be the biggest win of your career. Is a victory enough, or do you really want to go out there and get a submission or get a knockout? Do you really want to finish, or is just a win enough?
You know, before I am a UFC fighter, I am a UFC fan, and I like to watch fights that ends with submission or a knockout. So, in all my fights, I try to do that because for me as a fan, it's better to watch, and for me as a fighter, it's better to get a bonus.
And that's for me. I know in the past you took in some of your fight money to create I want to say a community building or something to help with the kids in the area. Is that still going on, and how's the progress with that?
Yes, yes, yes. After my last fight, I did that. And I already started with the free classes at my gym. But was not my goal. I was talking with my lawyers to create an institute. And in my mind, it is huge. So I need to conquer it first. At the beginning, we are at my gym. But it's not what I want. And will happen.
Well, some bonus money would certainly help with that, right?
I hope I receive this.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
One more quick one. Who are you taking next week in the main event between Aaron Blanchfield and Manon Farrell?
Between what?
Who do you think is going to win between Aaron Blanchfield and Manon Farrell next week?
Ooh, good question. I think Manon. Yeah, I think that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.